Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails the Third. We are back on the 5th plane, exploring the area. We did unlock a new character last time with a new sealing stone, and that was Richard. So for now, we're gonna keep this party, we're gonna explore a little bit further, because I want to see if we can explore the entirety of this plane, at least until the end of it, and hopefully encounter a few more doors along the way. So in an episode or two we can then do all the memories again back to where we are at this point. But for now, let's continue on exploring. And of course this is what we unlocked with the sealing stone last time. And this looks a totally different environment. It's a pretty big area, a couple of teleports. Right, we keep an eye out where we are being sent. I do see another big one there. Does it mean there is going to be another sealing stone here? Because it say that we have room for one more, but technically they can make it bigger to hold more characters if they really wanted to. So I'm guessing we just have to see. I do not mind having more characters. It means we have more options, which is a good and a bad thing, because if we have like 20 characters, how do you pick? Because in the end you will do what most people probably do. You have like 6 characters you really like and you rotate between those the most. What then you do with all the other characters? How do you pick? And with this many characters around, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another location where we split into 2 parties in a Kevin and a Ries one. Relatively sure. So enhancing more of them seems to be a wise choice to do. Alright, no normal ones. Sure. Damn, Tita. There's just no point. Let's see if she can. Would be nice if we can just destroy all of them before Estelle's up. Like Estelle is like the backup if they fail. Oh yeah, it's definitely going down. Alright, good to know. Low level magic, more than enough. Lots and lots of Sepit. Even more. Start a new game? Easy, normal, hard, nightmare and other nightmare. Ooh. Nah, on the first playthrough we always pick normal, so we know how the game is intended. And after that we can always try harder difficulties if we play it for a second or a third time. Yeah, I'm beginning to feel that we really do have a handle on the enemies here right now. Crest Charm. Perhaps the second gift will be unwelcome, and should it come to that, I would still dearly wish to be your friend. The days we spent in the shop are and will always remain precious, no matter the answer. Okay, did you pick the right one? Yes. The place feels so much bigger once you have so many different teleporters. And yes, and I will do everything I can to get preemptive strikes, because a preemptive strike just means we win. Period. Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace. And with the ridiculous amount of XP we are still gathering, we'll level up more than enough. Okay, so there's a far teleporter. Look, short teleporter. I think the further one will probably lead to something impressive, or maybe another sealing stone. Ooh, this is an entire different chamber. Okay, we're gonna do the principle of pick a side and go with it until you know you're stuck, like on another monument stone or anything like that. Or else you just keep going backwards and forwards. And we want to make progression. So we're gonna move forward on this path until we've seen everything, or if we hit a monument stone knowing there is a blockage or another boss ahead. I think that's the wisest choice, and we can always then use a teleporter to go back and explore the regions that we haven't gotten to yet. To choose left or to choose right, only the cards know what the future holds. If you wish to step inside, present the card that governs fate. Ah, so we need to find an item for that one. Okay. So basically just like the invitation to the arena for hard mode. Yeah, use what we can with our physical fighters that has Death Blow and magic for the rest. Oh, that's a lot of misses. Don't we have a bigger one with her? Doesn't seem like it. Because I want to try Aerial, because it's a bigger area, and even though it does less damage, we already damaged them a bit, so it might still be enough to take them down. Okay, so the 80% is almost half the damage. That's crazy.
We're good to go.
And a shit ton of Sepith once again. Nice. Alright, springed egg. Heck, splutter. Oh, sorry. I just got a bit of a chesty cough. No, I'm not in the mood for bad puns, not today. Springed egg. Because who knows, maybe there's gonna be another door that will need our recipe knowledge, like 40 recipes. Ooh. Alright, so we got another blocked door, so there's a really high chance that the other location is gonna take us to a sealing stone. Alright, let's go back to the road where we went on this side and then choose the other. Okay, so the fact that this was a much longer road to walk, I already had my suspicions. So who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Richard's partner? Or another character that actually helped us? Could it be that the fact that Gilbert is here as well mean that it doesn't necessarily have to be a friend? Because they assumed that he came with us during the initial flash of light by a mistake. But what if it wasn't a mistake? What if it was all the plan all along? Celestial bomb. I know I don't have hands, but I want to hold yours. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, and he just turned around. No. But this asshole is strong. We need everything we can throw at him. Sorry, there's gonna be a seeding stone, so we are gonna go back to our main location anyway, so we might as well just use it up against these boys. Really? They're still agree. Oh, I must have missed them. Big hit, but not big enough. All right. Do we heal her, or? Because we can use a Curia bomb, even though we don't have a lot, or just use Curia at all. Well, if he walks to her. Might be a bit much, but this doesn't reach. Oh well, we can heal shortly after anyway. This is just so they can take the hit. And the fact that they keep on hitting the people that don't have protection against feint is infuriating, to say the least. Can't use that because don't have any more. Critical, perfect. Oh, come on. Okay, feint doesn't have to last this long. We have seen feints only last for one round. Huh? But Chloe is protected against feint. I gave her the accessory to protect her against confusion and feint. So this technically is not possible. Game. Screw me all you want. Jesus Christ, this is so infuriating. Because how can a game surpass a protection that you use to protect yourself against the one thing? Oh, that is so not okay. So that means he get a guaranteed 9,000 hit and a feint that will last for eternity. Yeah, I think we might lose a still in this. Alright, any damage we can do, will do. The healing of Chloe isn't enough. Because he can hit for 9. Okay, next time, guaranteed the back attack, or else we're not gonna do it. And of course, it's not an all hitter, and now I can't cancel it anymore. Today, Nothing is working how I wanted to. Oh man. Yeah, we're not allowed to do anything against that. Maybe focus on destroying the beast? Because if it gets another chance, it will go after Estelle. And levels are not important. It's the other rewards like Sepit that is important in this game. Sorry Tita, this was not my plan. It just ended up that way. A lily necklace. Oh my, Seto, is that really you? Seto was Hideko's senior in college and belonged to the same club as her. Alright. She's actually dead, alright. Yeah, no need to be cheap about it. I'm sure there's not gonna be another big one in between us and a destination, right? Okay, let's grab the other one as well. Because these are easy fights, and easy fights are great to recover some of those CPs, getting some extra sepit along the side. Ooh, there is another big one. Okay, we gotta go in that fight a little bit better prepared than on the last one. Because if we do attacking from the back, it already will increase our chances so freaking much. Because then we can just unload our CP on him, and for the rest use magic to counteract everything he has. Basically, destroy before he can actually do anything. Which is a valid tactic. Nah. Supreme Hurricane. With a chance of missing everything. Okay, at least we got a dead blow.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Another one. Good. Then we can just take that singular one over here and be done with it. Yeah, the fact that they're not so easy to hit, not a problem.
My thanks to thee.
I really should check at some point if we caught anything else from the chest. Because do click through them quite quickly. I mean the chest after an enemy dies, not these ones. Destiny card. You can tell this treasure was outsourced. Oh no, Destiny. It's for the door, yeah. A big one already so close. Just for a chest. Yeah, I can wait. Okay, so we got multiple big ones. Advantage, it gives us a lot of experience and a lot of Sepit. Experience, not so important. Sepit definitely is. Yeah, and this enemy just... It's tougher than the older ones, but it's still nothing to sneeze at. And you can change into anyone you want. Doesn't matter. Moon glasses plus. This treasure chest was supposed to have a witty saying, but we drew a blue blank. What did I say about puns today? Not having it. Another big one. There's a ceiling stone. There's probably another chest, so let's pick this one up. What is that? Oh God? Are we getting Ren? Father, Mother. Unbelievable. What's going on here? Wait, could a stone have Ren inside then? It looks to me to be a large archaism used by Ouroboros. Your reactions say there's more to it than that, however. Yeah, you could say that. Let's get that stone. Alright. Will Pater Mater allow us to? That's the question. Sealing stone. After all this time, we finally found you. You must have spent a long time looking for that person inside. Then we shouldn't keep you waiting any longer. Let's hurry back to the garden and release them right away. Yeah, thanks, Ries. Whew. It would have not been strange if we tried to touch the sealing stone that Pater Mater would attack us. Because that was actually genuinely what I thought was going to happen. Alright, let's see over here. What kind of enemy and chest? And then we're gonna go back and see how well Ren behaves. And I do wonder if we are on a different plane. Can she summon Pater Mater to her? Or do we actually need to pick it up? Right, an Astrega Zero. Have you seen those chests from Erebonia? They're the strong, silent type. I'm sure they are, because they make great chests. Alright, so we have two big ones still roaming about, and we have one guarding a chest. The one at the chest? Definitely need to do that. But I think it's wiser if we just go back to the Hermit Garden. And maybe prepare ourselves for whatever Ren's about to do. And maybe also recharge our CP while we're at it. Because I'm not saying Ren's crazy, but she can behave like that CP restored to maximum. Maybe talk to everyone first? If you're looking for Shira, she went to check up on how the priest is doing. Which means I'm alone and in need for comfort, which naturally you will be providing, Estelle. Not a chance, Buster. Oh, hey Estelle. Hey, you heard this thing about Annalise? Apparently she fought our buddy Colonel Richard a while back. Whoa, really? Yeah, it's true. Wasn't expecting it to happen though, but it was just a friendly bout, so don't take it too seriously. Oh, right. Come to think of it, I fought him once before too, haven't I? But the fight was 4 against 1, and even then we barely scraped by with a victory. Well, you know someone's gonna be tough when your old man's the one who trained him with a sword. I'd be down for a one-on-one fight against him if he is. Hell, maybe I should just go and ask him right now. That would be a sight to behold, a fight between Agit and Richard. Not controlled by me, but by themselves. Man, I sure wasn't expecting Colonel Richard of all guys to be in the Sealing Stone. At this rate, it'll be Master Cassius in the next one. Hold on a sec. I ended up here despite being in Calvert, so maybe she could even end up here. She? Is he talking about Kilika, maybe? Well, anything is possible by this point. Because, in all honesty, I didn't even give a single thought about Ren being in one of the Sealing Stones. And here she probably is. He seems to be doing fine now. Fortunately for us, he's one tough cookie, so he should be up and about in no time. Richard's circumstances are notably different from the rest of us who ended up here. There's got to be some kind of underlying reason why that's the case. It just can't be random. If we can work that out, I have this feeling we'll be able to get significantly closer to knowing just how this world works. It's just a case of connecting the dots. Personally, I think it's because of memories. Because everybody that's being summoned here is from the memories of 1 or 2 people here. Probably. Probably Ries and Kevin. And if they haven't seen him in his casual clothing, only in his official uniform, that's why he has that official uniform. But like I said, that's just an idea. Wouldn't explain the Capua head, right? Unless they've seen it somewhere between the last game and this one. Oh, don't you dare take one step close to Joshua wearing that skimpy as hell outfit. Just because you were blessed with boomtastic boobs doesn't mean you gotta show them off 24/7. Oh, she's talking about Shira. All of Gambler Jack is now on the bookshelf. Ooh, got something to read in between the episodes? Definitely. It's much easier to collect the books now in this game than it was in the previous one. They all just end up in the bookcase no matter what we do. So our last ally is the former Royal Army officer Colonel Richard, is it? I've heard many great things about his skills in battle and espionage, as well as his intellect. He doesn't sound like the kind of man I would want as an enemy. Both General Morgan and Brigadier General Bright did their best to stop Richard from leaving the army, while he made this decision to do so. No one denies that he made a mistake, but he's an exceptional skilled soldier and the military is worse off without him. I've heard rumors that Brigadier General Bright hasn't given up on bringing him back into the ranks yet, even. That just sounds like something he would do. Yeah, he's never been one for giving people a break. This place is full of peculiar things. It appears to be a dimensional space of its own. You still finding all of this hard to take in? Oh, it's you, Estelle. Well, you could put it that way, yes. I fear that it's going to take me a while longer to come up with an effective enough plan to conquer this place. Conquer? There was me thinking you might still be trying to process the situation you're in, but you're already one step ahead. And that's our colonel. As I believe I have told you several times already, I'm not a colonel anymore. I'm not even part of the army anymore. Oops. You're running a research company for civilians these days, right? Indeed. We're still a relatively insignificant startup, though. We operate out of a small office in ruin. The only employees at the present are myself and Kanan. What? Captain Amathea is working with you too? Somehow, I can't imagine her sitting behind a desk doing normal people work. Well, I suppose that's hardly surprising. Still, she's also changed since the coup. We've been living a rather relaxed life since our new business began. Really? I can believe it though. You've got this whole different aura about you now. Maybe this was actually the right career choice for you after all. I certainly hope so. Regardless, returning to work is just another reason I can't afford to remain here any longer than necessary. We need to strive to return to our world as soon as possible. Yeah, agreed. We'll be counting on you, Colonel. Did that entire conversation fly right over her head? Probably. Because it also flew over mine. Alright, is there any more here? Nope. Alright. And the reason I wanted to talk to everyone is because this is like a reaction to Colonel Richard arriving in the place. And I'm sure it's when it's here. After that, they have something totally different to say at that point as well. So I just want to hear their thoughts before moving along. Alright, let's see if it's actually Ren in there. It should be right. Pater and Mater, they don't make a mistake. They were guarding this sealing stone. I do wonder how she will respond. Confused? Aggressive? Just like those big monsters? I can't believe it. It really is Ren. It looks like she's fast asleep. Papa, Mama, why? Ren. Where am I? Oh, this is just a dream. Ren. Estelle? Joshua and Tita too? What a nice dream this is. Ren! Oh. Oh, silly Estelle. You're supposed to be older than me. You shouldn't be acting like a clingy child. You're so warm though, and you smell so nice. It's almost like this isn't a dream at... What's going on? Ren, this... What are you doing here? No, never mind that. What am I doing here? It's okay, Ren. I'm going to explain now, so try and stay calm, okay? You see, we're not sure how it... Don't come any closer. If you take another step towards me, I will kill you. I'll try and handle this, Estelle. Do you mind stepping back? Okay. I'm happy to see you again, Ren. How have you been all this time? How is that any of your business? You're just as bad as Estelle is, Joshua. Why won't you two leave me alone and stop following me around? I figured you must have noticed. You're right. For the past few months, we've been traveling around trying to find you. We're in Crossbell at the moment too. Are we getting warmer? You're in Crossbell? What? Why do you want to find me so much? We just want a chance to talk to you. We heard from a reliable source that you were having been back to Ouroboros since the last fought. Is that true? How was that got to do with either of you? All I want is to be left alone. I don't want to talk to either of you. I don't even want to see you. So why won't you leave me alone? Because... Sorry, Ren. This one's on me. Ever since you flew off, I haven't been able to get you off my mind. I've been getting Joshua to look into where you might be, and we've been going around chasing down every possible lead. But that's why I'm so happy to be able to see you again like this. But... Oh, I get it now. You're lying, aren't you? Really, all of that's just a cover for the fact that you're trying to capture me. What? Oh, sorry to disappoint you, but I only know about as much as Joshua does about Ouroboros. Even if you catch me, you're not going to get anything useful out of me. And even if you did know lots of dirty secrets, I won't tell you. I bet you feel really stupid for wasting your time now. Wait a second, that's not... Are you going to try your luck anyway? You've sure brought a lot of familiar faces for backup. Even I might have trouble taking on this many people at once. But I'm confident I'll leave at least a few of you headless before I end up beaten. Ren? You gotta be kidding me. What are we supposed to do, Shira? Don't ask me, this doesn't look good. Well, I think I know who you are now. Ouroboros Enforcer number 15, the Angel of Slaughter, correct? Oh, you certainly do know me. I don't know you though. Are you a high knight of the church? Yes, I'm Ries Argent, Esquire. And while I may not be very familiar with your circumstances, would it hurt you to behave less like a self-centered child? Excuse me? Did you just call me a self-centered child? From what I've heard, your intelligence and deductive reasoning have few peers. That led you to joining Ouroboros, obtaining both the current rank and ability you now have. So, unless I'm wrong, I find it very hard to believe you haven't already figured out that this isn't a trap we've set to capture you. And yet you still expect us to waste our time and humor you little temper tantrum? So yes, I did call you a self-centered child. Ries? Damn, she sure doesn't mince word. You're a brave one, aren't you, miss? Did I hear a lowly squire like you trying to provoke an enforcer like me? You must really want to end up splattered all over the floor. I could say the same to you. I have no idea why everyone else here regards you favorably, but I, for one, have no interest in being friends with someone from Ouroboros. So, if a battle is what you want, I'll be more than happy to oblige. Oh no. Ries! Ah, a Templar sword, huh? And those can certainly be a rude awakening in the right hands. Of course, everyone else who's ever tried to challenge me with one ended up being quite predictable after a while. Before long, they were all begging for mercy like pigs about to be slaughtered. It was ever so pitiful. I can't wait to hear you do the same. Ren! No. Do you actually want to fight, or do you only intend to stand around trying to sound threatening? I suppose that is enough talking. Come on, you two. Both of you, stop it! Tita? Hey. Wait a sec. Why are the two of you so desperate to try and fight when you know you don't really want to? Ren, you were trying to make it sound like you don't care about Estelle and Joshua, but deep down, you're happy to see them again and you know it. And Ries, you already realized that Ren's not actually a bad person. It doesn't matter that she is from Ouroboros. Well, I'm happy? Of course I'm not. Why would I possibly be? Oh, then why did you look so happy when Estelle hugged you? Right up until the moment you realized this was all real, you were acting like it was the best dream you ever had. And now you're saying that you don't even want to talk to them? That you don't want to see them? Oh, hold on a minute, Tita. And that's not true at all. That's not true at all, just admit it. sweetie. I swear. She just cut my life short about 10 years. What the hell was she thinking? Look at you, honestly. I thought you were a year older than me, you know? Yet here you are, crying away. You're not setting a very good example. I can't help it. What am I supposed to do when you guys finally see each other again and all you do is end up fighting? That's just too sad. Hey. What are you crying for? Why did you have to... You know the answer to that already, Ren. It's because she likes you. She does? Hey, Ren. I know we still got our differences, but how about we put that all aside and call it truce for now? A truce? As I'm sure you can tell, we're in the middle of a really messy situation right now. And however you got here, you've ended up being dragged right into it with us. I'd say it's all our best interest to work together, at least until we get out of here anyway. So what do you say? That is certainly true. There's plenty we don't know about our predicament. Having someone with your intellect on our side may well help us fill in the remaining blanks. In fact, I would greatly welcome your assistance. Yeah, I'm with the Colonel. I am not a Colonel, Estelle. Regardless, I think it would be in your best interest to work with us too. Cooperating will allow you to gather information more efficiently, as well as make it easier for you to ensure your own safety. That is true. It is obvious that, wherever we are, it is somewhat abnormal. So it goes without saying that having me around will be a big help to all of you. Alright, out of respect for Tita's bravery, I'll spare your role this time. Fill me in on exactly what's going on here. Oh. Thanks, Ren. Just so we're clear, I haven't decided whether I'm going to work with you or not yet. All I'm promising is to listen to your explanation of what's happening. Then I'll decide if I'll help. Tita definitely a force to be reckoned with if you mess with her. Especially when you're a friend. I see. I think I've got a pretty good idea of what's going on now. Whoever chose this place name couldn't have picked a better one, could they? Well, what? Have you figured something out that we hadn't? Possibly. I'm still not completely certain yet, but I'm relatively confident in my theory after hearing the Colonel's story, though. Me? My own experience was the same as everyone else's, and ended up here after being surrounded by a white light. But you say you weren't wearing your uniform when it happened, do you, right, Colonel? How many times must... Whatever. I wasn't. As I explained to everyone when I first arrived, I was wearing a shirt and slacks as I do every other day at work. Right, just checking. So then, tell me something. Would you say you have quite a strong emotional attachment to that uniform? Pardon? That's a definite yes. It's a symbol of your past. The past you just can't quite move on from, even though you need to. Am I right? Yes, you are. Richard. It's no surprise you feel that way from my perspective. And lo and behold, the moment you appeared in this world, you were wearing that same uniform again. Whatever do you think that could mean? That would mean that when I arrived here, my attachment to that past ended up being manifested as reality. In other words, this world is capable of changing based on people's thoughts. Oh. Now it makes sense. No, not to me it doesn't. Can you explain in slightly less complicated terms for the rest of us? It's actually a really simple thing. You remember how Luciola used the gospel to make you experience a dream, right? Right. The dreams we saw were different depending on what we wanted to see too. Of course, unlike that, this isn't a dream, but the concept is basically the same. Anyway, just like in Luciola's dream world, this world changes depending on what people inside it want. It also happens to recreate places that exist in their memories too. It all falls into place nicely once you simplify it, doesn't it? So it does. It explains the monuments we've encountered and how the doors work too. Still, while that may explain the content of this world, I find it hard to believe that any of us would desire the predicament we found ourselves in. Oh, I don't disagree. We're not the only ones here though, are we? Oh. So, in other words, many of the contents of this world exist because of us, but its overall structure is the result of someone else within it? From what I can gather, yes. What exactly is making all of this possible is the part I'm still puzzling over. Making people's wishes reality with the purpose of the Aureole. But now that it has been lost, and I can't think of anything else capable of doing the same. I think it's easy for all of us to point a finger at who wished for this world to behave the way it is, thus at the very least. The Lord of Phantasma. Exactly. Based on everything that has been said, they weren't in this world originally. That was just a ghost you've encountered. Until the Lord of Phantasma, she simply washed over this place from the garden here. But then they showed up, stole the power and started remaking the world according to their own whim. The result is what we're stuck in right now. Well, what do you think? Wow. Damn. Feels like you just popped your head in and solved all the crazy mysteries like they were nothing. It is certainly impressive. Even I had been able to deduce quite that much. You really are a genius, Ren. I'm sure you could have worked this out if you really put your mind to it, Joshua. Unless Estelle's stupidity is actually contagious and rubbed off on you. Well, that's not very nice. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Dearie me. Either way, it sounds like this Lord of Phantasma person likes games just as much as I do. And without me, I don't know if you'll be able to beat them, so I suppose I better lend you all a hand. I hope you're all very grateful. Yeah, sure. It's nice to have a cutie like you on board, Ren. Well, now that it's settled, it's time to use that cube to take us back to the 5th plane so we can move on. Now that we've gotten closer to working out what's going on, we should be able to move on to the next part of the game board now. I'm guessing our opponent is ready to make their next move too. Someone's confident. Still, have it your way. In notice though, we have an option other than to press on. I'm expecting we'll encounter a devil at the end of this plane, just like we have at all of the others. We would only move on when we're sure we can handle it. Aww, I could really do without the extra trouble. Then again, I am kind of curious at what these devils are like in reality. Would you like to come and have a look with me, Tita? I'm not sure just the two of us is going to be a good idea. Aww, she was opposed to being with us earlier, but look at her now. Yeah, I'm really glad she came around. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to her while we're in here too. Yeah. Alright, so we are gonna try a few different characters out, and I'm really contemplating on using Richard and now of course Ren as well. But I think until we reach the end of the plane, at least until the save point there, I want to keep this party, and then we can decide on with which party we're gonna confront the devil. And seeing as that Ren really wants to see the devil with her own eyes, I may take her with us instead of Tita. But that's for another time to figure out. For now, I'm gonna leave this episode here. In between this one and next one, I am probably gonna fight those bigger monsters in the 5th plane, because they give out a lot of Sepith and will really help us level up a few characters, which I will do in the process as well. And of course with the gathered Sepith, I will try to unlock even more slots and switch out a few of the cores from the rest of our party, because like I said, I want to try to keep as many people on par of this point in the game as we can, because I do believe that at some point we're gonna need another 2-party system, just like we had with the Gold and Silver Road. I'm sure of it. So I want to be able to have at least 8 characters ready, and if we can, more. But that's for next time. For now, I wish you all a great morning, night, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and be back next time as we continue on the 5th plane. Bye bye.